At the top of a high staircase constructed in the first half of the 20th century, in fact, Sette Zamenzii, with the narrow channel that connects the inner harbor to the open sea, walk up, they wait for the port's columns. According to tradition, Bercarinto. They marked the end of the Appian Way. They certainly served as a point of reference for those entering from the sea who wanted to reach the safe waters of the inner port.
The columns are at the same time the most well-known, but perhaps the least understood monument of our city. It is supposed to have a mythical origin, that is, erected by Brento, son of Hercules, who in his memory would have even modeled the port replicating itself.
In 1528, a structural failure caused one of the two port columns to collapse. The collapsed drums remained abandoned on the embankment for more than a century, now occupied by the staircase, until they were donated to the city of Lecce in 1657. The surviving column is characterized by a base covered in white marble, 8 drums, a capital, and a pulvinus. The last 3 elements are copies repositioned after a long restoration, while the original elements have been on display at Palazzo Granafè in Ervegna since 2007. It includes 12 figures in total, with the 4 main ones sculpted in half-relief on the main faces. They depict lesser marine deities, 2 male and 2 female. It's probably Neptune, Amphitrite, Oceanus, and Tethys. At the corners, pairs of tritons are carved playing shells, clearly visible only in the upper part of the body, while the tails flatten against the background.
Next to the columns is another mythical place, created by the humanists of Brindisi, the house where he is said to have spent the last dramatic hours of his life. The great poet Virgil, on a terrible night, when the poet insisted that the scrolls of the Aeneid be burned, only the presence of Augustus, to allow the executors of the will not to comply with these wishes. For once, the intervention of a powerful figure saved Western civilization, a work of great value like energy. And all of this happened here, in Brindisi, maybe not in that house, but definitely somewhere in our city.